Imagine an armada so vast it could block out the horizon. Ships larger than cathedrals, sailing decades before Columbus. This was China's treasure fleet, a marvel lost to history, whose story remains one of the greatest what-ifs the world has ever known. In 1405, the Ming dynasty's Yongle Emperor launched an unprecedented enterprise. From massive Nanjing shipyards emerged technological marvels, the largest wooden ships ever built. Commanding this fleet was Admiral Zheng He, a Muslim eunuch who rose from captivity to become one of history's greatest explorers and diplomats. The numbers defy belief. 317 ships, including 62 treasure vessels stretching 400 feet, longer than a modern football field. 9 masts catching the wind, advanced watertight compartments and balanced rudders that European ships wouldn't have for centuries. This was a floating civilization carrying 28,000 sailors, soldiers, scribes, and doctors across unknown seas. Through 7 voyages spanning 28 years, Zheng He's fleet redefined exploration. Following trade winds to over 30 kingdoms, they returned with African giraffes seen as divine, rare spices and precious gems. These journeys established a tribute system that brought global ambassadors to China's court. The Chinese navigators created remarkably accurate maps of distant coastlines and sophisticated star charts for celestial navigation. Their knowledge of the Indian Ocean and beyond was unparalleled in the 15th century world. But in the 1430s, everything changed. A new emperor, advised by conservative Confucian scholars, saw these voyages as extravagant and dangerous to traditional values. They believed China possessed all it needed within its own borders and saw foreign influence as corrupting. The fateful decision was made: abandon the seas, burn the records, and turn inward. What followed was one of history's most deliberate acts of forgetting. The greatest fleet ever assembled was systematically dismantled. Priceless star charts and navigation logs documenting routes to Africa were burned. The ships that had sailed to 30 different nations were left to rot in their docks. A century of maritime achievement was erased from official memory. Just as China turned away from the oceans, Europe began its desperate search for the very trade routes the Chinese had mastered. The technological gap was staggering. Chinese ships displaced a staggering 3,000 tons, while Columbus's largest ship was just 100 tons. Yet it would be European vessels that would ultimately connect the world we know today. For centuries, this incredible story seemed like pure legend. But now, archaeology confirms the truth. The massive rudder posts found in Nanjing shipyards match the legendary dimensions described in scattered accounts. Zheng He's story remains history's most poignant lesson. A moment when China truly ruled the waves, only to consciously turn away from global dominance. A single decision that would alter world history for centuries to come. They mastered the oceans, then chose to forget. Their legacy waits beneath the waves,